So I hope you're listening closely, friends. I want you to see the truth and recognize when someone is being honest with you and truly connecting with you. And we know it's not just through words. I want you to see it through their aura, their energy, and by using your intuition. This is really important in every situation. May it be professional, may it be within school, maybe on an interview, maybe in relationships, which is really, really crucial in all relationships, really. But I want you to be able to engage with people and be like, okay, I see what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But I'm also seeing and hearing something completely different when I'm watching you and I'm engaging you and I'm feeling your energy and your aura. Okay. It's completely different conversation. And it's something that I've learned and garnered over time. I go into classrooms. I need to be able to tell if a child is upset, if they're being bullied, if their home life, if there's something going wrong with them, what they need. You know, I'm really specific on understanding what children need, even though they've not said a word. And I work with all age groups. You've got to be acute and akin to the power of conversation without words. And you know what? There you can truly help someone shine, but you can also walk away from someone's duplicitous nature. There will be many, because I remember Paul C. Brunson, the great dating coach and presenter. His favorite line is in dating mostly is that most people bring their representative and people wear masks. And so we need to understand that and unlock that, because most people they go into different environments and they present different ways of themselves. So we need to be able to unpack that and hopefully do it quite instantly, because we are all judged like in the first 3 seconds of ever meeting someone. But then when we have that, we need to be able to then use our sixth sense. Yes, I truly believe in the spiritual power of the sixth sense and the seventh sense, and there's all kind of senses that we haven't untapped. But when you do, you realize that it's so powerful and potent when you're in connection with someone, and then you can see the real them very quickly. It will save you so much in this life. Save you time, save you energy, save you heartbreak, and save you from not knowing the whole truth. And I know they use this in like police and all of those, anything that does with psychology and criminals. They can unpack and, see what's really going on by the look of an eye or the click of a finger or the shift of a movement or where someone else is looking. It's fantastic. So let's get to the nitty gritty. So people don't just speak with words. They speak with tone. They speak with energy. They speak with micro reactions. They're great if you can catch those. And most importantly, they speak with silence. Never really thought about that, have we? So, we have lie detector tests that are matching your heart rate. And, when you're getting emotional and the sweat beads, but there's so much more to this game. And so when you understand that and you can plug into the emotional mismatch of someone, like this is science here, that you can really break them down and see who's lying, who's telling the truth, and who's to be trusted. I think we've seen this in A Bit of Traitors, that BBC program. Oh, now it's all over the world, but it's so powerful and something that we must all learn. And also, you got to watch the ones who have mastered it already, who have learnt the skills, so you can be really engaged with them. So you only really notice distortion when you know original energy and frequency. So when you're watching someone, you've got to be, is this their natural state? Have they done something differently? What's changed? But saying that, and the best people who can really tell the truth of someone because of their aura energy is the babies. These children, these mites, watch them, watch how they work, especially with adults when they meet them and how they cling on to them and how they love them. Children will tell you who's real and authentic, who is the real deal by the way that they love on that person. If you see a child kind of move away and, be not really feeling them, or babies when they're not comfortable with someone, they won't sleep in their hands, they'll whinge, they'll moan. Sometimes it's for their mother or their father or their parent or guardian, but most of the time it's when they don't feel comfortable with someone. So the babies are our greatest teachers in showing us who has that good baseline energy and who can't be trusted. I watched them and have learnt many, many times. Yes. I'm the queen of intuition. I talk about spirituality. That is like my foundation of everything that I do, the work that I've done in my life and the way that I've been able to connect with millions of people. And I always say, I always trust my intuition. The Ushine intuition. All right. It's a very special thing and something that I've cultivated over the years. And, I always ask myself, how does this person make me feel? Do I feel comfortable in their presence? Is there a glint in their eye? How do they look at me? What is it in my heart that I feel? Why does it feel a bit wrong? Ooh, there's a vibe here. All right. Trust those things. Don't ever assume. Observe. Really, truly observe people. Know that there's a pattern and really feel it. And your body and your spirit and your heart and the energy will speak to you and communicate and tell you exactly how you should handle and work with this person or be around or distance yourself very, very, very quickly. All right. In life, I just think that we should all work to being people who are very observant and aware of what's around us, who's around us, harm, who can cause us harm and who can give us heaven. So for me, I lived in London. I think if you live in a big city and grew up in a big city, you're very aware that it can be one of the most great places and the most grim. And people are in your social space, and sometimes you can be at harm just randomly. So you've also got to have a peripheral view of what's going on around you and who is next to you and what's happening. And I think that's probably one of the greatest gifts that I've been given by being aware of my surroundings. It's an energy surrounding. It's the emotional intelligence that you have. It's pattern recognition. It's also the inner calm and the foundation as you move through this world, knowing who you can trust, what's trustworthy, what are they offering you, is it worth it? Sometimes you'll be duped, because a lot of people are very good at this. About how to handle people and to manipulate situations. But I need you to stand in the truth of who you are, because then it will open your eyes to the truth of who somebody else is or others are. And you'll know when to get out of harm's way and when to stand in the presence of people who are going to give you the best, most wonderful place to rest and feel safe in all different ways. Okay? So please be careful. Know that people are always talking to you in all different ways, and stand in your truth, and always, regardless of that, shine. So don't forget to share, follow, shine, and live a wonderful day. Yay!